Hey, what's up? It's Elder Mike Thomas here, and this is a part of REACH, which stands for Reaching Everyone Across Cincinnati and Hamilton County. I'm actually doing a brief Bible study today. Hope that you enjoy this. We're actually coming from Psalms, the book of Psalms, 1 verses 1 through 6. And it reads, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish." We're dealing today with who's holding your hand. Who's holding your hand? Now, it's a lot of things that we can grab hold of or that can be holding our hands in life. Sometimes we pick different paths of things that we want to go along with, and those things can kind of hold our hands, or those are things that we can walk with, those are things that we can do that can take up our time or that can make an impact in our lives because of a choice that we made. The scripture here, it deals with choices of those who make godly choices and those who make ungodly choices. But for the sake of time and for the sake of this lesson, we're going to focus on godly choices. We will deal some with the ungodly choices, not fully today, but in this lesson we'll deal with godly choices that man and woman can make in their lives. One, just a bit of warning. You don't want to walk with ungodly. When you walk with ungodly people, or people that carry themselves ungodly, they can give you, one, bad counsel. Two, you don't want to stand with sinners because their ways might rub off on you. Three, you don't want to sit with a scornful because they always want to complain. These are just a couple of things that are some warnings on things that you don't want to do or get caught up into. Because we always have to pick a path. There's multiple paths we can pick. We can go many ways. We can walk with these folks who are ungodly, and their counsel might be in our ear, and we'll be like, dang, you know what? I think I may just go down there and rob the bank. You know what? I may just go over there and hit that person over their head. You know what? I may just pull that chair out from under that person that's trying to sit down. Now, those are ungodly forms of counsel that a person can receive. Sometimes when people are ungodly, or when they make ungodly choices, they get caught up in the short-term things. They may get caught up into money. They may get caught up in the fame. They may get caught up in the men or women. But you know what? When we follow God's way, that's a yes. That's the path we want to take. We want to walk in God's path. So we want to make sure that we delight in the law of the Lord. In verse 2, it speaks on this a whole lot more. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. So we want to see some different results. We need to delight in the law of the Lord. His laws are there in the Bible so that we can have a guide. So we can have God's plan and way for our lives. When we meditate on the Lord's word day and night, it gives us some benefits. Meditation will make us like a tree. Verse 3, it talks about that some more. Psalms 1, verse 3. "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." So, yeah, we want to have ourselves be like a good tree. We want to bring forth some good fruit. We want to bring forth some type of results. So what are some of these results? One, the tree had a good location. It was by the river, so it never had to lack water. Water is an essential thing for a tree to survive. It was productive. That tree started to produce and it gave forth fruit. So when fruit grows, that shows you something about that tree. When fruit doesn't grow, it could be like in the New Testament when Jesus cursed the tree because it had no fruit. It brings forth health when you are walking in the path of God. Health, when you have a healthy life, there's a lot of people out there right now who wish they had some good health. But when you have a healthy life, when God blesses your health, where you don't have to have a whole bunch of sicknesses or ailments, hey, that's a blessing. And then also, when you meditate and when you delight in the Lord, it also helps produce some wisdom because it produces good results. Just to even re-highlight that some more. Whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. So that's good results. You want to have good results for your life. You want to know whose hands you're holding so that, one, they can be a guide to you. If you hold hands with God, he can be a guide to you. He can be a great example to you. He can help you in ways that are just unbelievable. He'll help you to produce fruit in your life. He'll help you to be a better person in your life. He'll help you to help other people. So, you want to walk with God. If you take the alternative, the devil, bad results. For some people, that's what got you in the situation you're in right now. Because you chose to walk with the devil. You chose to go that other path. And you took some temporary things like money. You took some fame. You took women. You may have took some other stuff like crime. You may have took some stuff that looked good on the outside, but when you actually saw the end results, you were like, no, that's not what I need. But walk in God's plan and his way. Hold God's hand. Hold God's hand. And watch him make a difference in your life. Be blessed.